Welcome back to the Sovereign Goddess podcast, a space where we don't just talk about the light. We learn how to live it, how to move with it, and how to embody it. We are continuing our Descent of Light series, walking step by step through how light actually moves through you. Not all at once, not randomly, but in a very precise and intelligent way. Up until now, the light has been moving inward. You've known it, you've received it, you've seen it, you've spoken it, and you've felt it. And now the light drops into the solar plexus. This is where everything changes because this is where the light becomes power. Not the kind of power that performs, not the kind that proves or pushes, but the kind that chooses, the kind that directs, the kind that moves because it is aligned. And this is also where many people get stuck because it's one thing to feel something deeply, it's another thing to actually move on it. So, in this episode, we're going to explore what true power actually is, what blocks it, and how to begin taking action in a way that feels clean, grounded, and real. So, take a deep breath in with me. I want you to arrive in your body and let's step into the next phase of your becoming. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, hello, beloveds. Welcome back. This is your host, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu, and we are continuing our journey. So far, we began through the soul star, which is where the origin of the light. And then from there, we moved into the crown where we began to receive the light. From there, we moved into the third eye, which is where we began to receive the clarity around what we have received. From there, we moved to the throat, which is where we began to have the opportunity to express through our voice for the first time, expressing out into the world what we have received. And last episode, we entered the heart, which is where we really started to create connections around what we have received and feel more into it. We brought in our emotions into it. And today we're dropping that light right into the solar plexus. And this is where I feel like this is where action begins. So far, everything that, how light has been descending within us has been in the like this inward energy, right? We haven't truly moved with it yet. And this chakra or portal is very interesting because when it is balanced, it is beautiful. It has this, I was thinking about it. I was like, it has this fire. It's like the cauldron, right? Right at our center. It has this masculine energy because it is the portal of movement or direction, I should say. But one thing is like when you think about taking action, if you're looking at how the light has descended down, it's telling you what you need before you take action. So there's two things here. So you receive the idea, you can see it clearly, you've received everything about it, right? All the connections, you can feel it with your entire being. You know how it's gonna be. And then when it drops into your solar plexus, it's like, okay, this is how we're gonna take the action. This is the step we're gonna take. And the heart chakra is one place that people get stuck, but this is also another place, a big place that a lot of people get stuck in. Because in order to take the action, I think there's a distinction between knowing the action that you need to take and actually taking the action. Something is required there. I feel like it's easy to receive it, and it might be harder to actually take the step. To think about an idea that has come through for you. Like you thought about it, you got excited about it. You can actually see how it can improve your life or the life of others around you. But then when it was time for you to take action on it, you held yourself back, you questioned it, you stalled, right? You didn't. I think I already said you questioned it. We tend to question it a lot. Like, okay, what if I'm making this up? What if people laugh at me? What if people think I'm crazy, right? We have all that mental chatter that can come with that can hold us back. So, yes, we might receive that alignment, allowing the light to come through, really feeling it, getting excited for it, seeing it, being able to even talk about it. But when it's time to actually take the action to bring it into the world, I feel like the component here that we need is trust. Once you know it, once you felt it, once you've received it and you see it clearly, you need trust. You need to trust that the action that you're taking is going to lead you to where you need to be. So it does require this, I wanted to say this glue of trust, but it does require this essence of trust. We need to trust in the information that is coming through us. The idea came to you for a reason, right? The idea came to you for a reason. That vision, that clarity came through you for a reason. But it is up to you to take that step. No one can take that step for you. And that is in our core. So the moment we question it, that affects our solar plexus. So it affects that fire, that drive, that direction, right? Like it affects that portal, and it makes it hard for us to move forward. And so you find a lot of people stuck. The more you close the door on what wants to come through you, I feel like it's correlated to feeling stuck in life. Because here the door opens for you, but then you have to actually walk through the door. And each time you're like, nope, I don't know about this. People are gonna make fun of me. This it's not gonna earn me as much money. All the excuses that I could come up with. And so that prevents you from stepping through the door. And then another door opens for you in the same thing, right? So you're kind of stuck behind all these doors of opportunity because you're not taking that step. You're not taking the action. This is where the solar plexus comes in. This is where light becomes power. It's the drive behind our motion, our momentum. And I was giggling a little bit here because I feel like this, if I would choose like a main chakra for this year, the year of the fire horse, I would say the solar plexus. This year, 2026, is like the year of the solar plexus. I wonder actually if anywhere out there, if there's a way to figure out which chakra represents each year. I'm sure there is. There's always something, right? But I'm curious because the energy of this year is very much associated with the solar plexus. It has that same qualities and momentum, the movement, the drive, but it's also showing us what we need in order to have that clear direction because it's not enough to get on the horse and start moving. Then the question becomes, where are you going? Do you even have the energy to match that momentum? Or are you going to get burnt out in that first mile, right? What is required of you to find your core, your balance, so that you can stay with that momentum. You need that direction, right? That's solar plexus. You need that core strength, solar plexus. And you also need a trust, that which comes with the solar plexus, in order to trust that wherever that momentum is taking you is exactly where you need to go. So the light becomes direction here at the solar plexus. It moves from feeling into choice and action. And that's the other thing about the solar plexus. You're given the choice. The door opens for you. Hey, here we go. You got excited about it. You know what you need to do. And it's up to you to choose to walk through that door or not, to take that action or not, to take that step or not. You decide, you move, and you act from clarity. At the solar plexus, this is what the light begins to access. Can you choose without overthinking, without outsourcing, without collapsing? This is where the clarity that you've received becomes action. This is where the feelings become movement. This is where the truth becomes a decision. So when this solar plexus energy or portal is distorted or out of balance, how does that look like? It looks like constantly pushing your way through life, like just pushing through whatever. It does not matter whether you're supposed to go there or not. You're just pushing through, pushing through, pushing through. This is where over control comes in when it's out of balance. This is a very powerful portal, by the way, because it has that outward motion, right? This is where when you're trying to force things, forcing outcomes, even whether it's for you or not being able to decide. You're paralyzed by your decision. Seeking validations from others instead of trusting your own wisdom and your own knowing. Feeling that burnt out. This burnt out it specifically has to do with this misaligned action. Like you're just taking actions, not really checking in if it is in alignment with you, with your truth, with what is coming through. You're just going, going, going. And so you end up being burnt out because you've just depleted all the energy. Distortion in the solar plexus happens when action is taken without the full descent of the light, without acknowledging how the light drops in. Remember, you need all the other the wisdom from the above chakras before you take that action. There's a natural order to how light moves through you. Okay. And most people have never been taught this. They try to act before they've seen or received that clarity. They try to speak before they've truly received what wants to be expressed. They try to create from a place that isn't fully connected. And so everything feels forced. But light doesn't work that way. We know this. It's flowing down. It's constantly flowing through us, right? Light descends through us. It begins as something that we simply know. We just know it through our soul star chakra. We just know it before we can even explain it, before we even know how to explain it. Then it becomes something you receive, an awareness that opens beyond your current perspective. Then it sharpens through our third eye, something that we can see clearly. And only then does it ask to be spoken. After we've seen it clearly with our third eye and it moves through the throat, then we're ready to speak it out. And once it is spoken, it drops into the heart where it becomes real, felt, human, alive. And from there, it moves into power, clean direction, choice, movement. And then it softens again into experience, flow into creation until it finally grounds into the body, into the nervous system, into our lives. And this is where most people skip. They want the embodiment without the descent. But the embodiment is not something that you jump into. It is something that happens with the light. It is something that happens when the light has been allowed to move through all the way through you. And when it does, action is no longer something that you force. It becomes something that you simply cannot not do. You can't help it. The action just kind of follows. Okay, so I want to backtrack real quick and just talk about the location of this portal. So the solar plexus is basically the upper, so right above the your belly button, that whole area up to the base of your diaphragm. So that whole area. And you can actually place your hand right there and you can begin to feel the breath as it expands and contracts. This is your will, your metabolism, literal and energetic, our ability to process life. This area is like asking, can I digest what I feel and turn it into movement? I have this thing that when I receive something that I'm not really sure of or it's just like eluding me, my that area of my stomach literally gets bigger. Like it gets bigger. It's like as I'm chewing on it, like my body's like, I don't know what to do with this. It physically gets bigger. And the moment I'm able to move through it or give it space, that's very important, right? When we give whatever it is that we're trying to digest, whatever life experience that we've just had, when we give it space and time for the body to really work through it, guess what? My body starts to, like that part, it starts to shrink and go down. And I've watched this about, my body in general. My body responds to life. I know exactly when I've given away my power because guess what? That part of my body gets bigger. It's very interesting, right? So for me, and for if you're listening to this and you have that body awareness, that keen body awareness, you probably notice this. Your body will tell you. Your body will tell you when you're out of alignment and when you are in alignment. Our bodies are just beautiful. So yeah, we're talking about these chakra systems, and yeah, usually when you hear about it, it's more energetic, but it's also very much physical. And that's why, I've been bringing you to the location so you can actually place your hand there. You can physically connect there. And then think about what is in that area. Think about what is there and how it's interacting with your daily life, with you, how you interact with it. Have you ever had this encounter with someone that didn't kind of go well, and then you just felt like that nausea in your stomach, or you just felt like, ugh, within your stomach, right? It's again, that's that, whether you gave away your power or you're just not able to digest the experience you just had. Either way, your physical body gives you the signs. It's brilliant, this body that we have. The solar plexus is our portal of power, of our will, of our drive through direction. And when it is aligned, it is clean power. Some of the questions that might come up with this portal is, can I act without overthinking? Can I move without needing approval? Can I choose and trust the choice? This is where self-trust becomes visible. I just want to review like the shadows, or when that flow of power is blocked. There's overthinking with every move, waiting for validation, forcing action from pressure, feeling that burnt out from misaligned effort, and starting but not really following through because you don't have the will to, you don't have the energy to. This is what happens when action is disconnected from the descent of light. So the color of this chakra, I want you to imagine like the sun. It has this gold color to it, but also this yellow highlights through it. It's quite beautiful. And I wonder when you connect to yours, what color will be shown to you? Because I feel like that expression is very unique to each one. But one thing I've noticed that it always reminds me of the sun. It always reminds me of the sun. So it has that qualities of the sun. It's our own center of the sun, our own sun within our bodies. We're going to activate this chakra and bring balance to it. But before I do that, I want to start with this question. And you can either grab your journal or just contemplate on it and then afterwards write it down. I want you to ask yourself this: where in my life am I being asked to move, but keep hesitating? Where in my life, where in my life am I being asked to move, but keep hesitating? And what would it look like to trust myself just enough to take the next step? What would it look like to trust myself just enough to take the next step? I want you to contemplate this. And then with that said, go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to place your hand on that area, on the solar plexus, that area between your belly button and the base of your diaphragm. right there, the upper stomach. Place your hand there and perhaps go ahead and start to massage it. Let's physically bring some energy there, activating it. Close your eyes, connect to your breath, breathing into your stomach, breathing into your body, and out. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Allow each breath, each exhalation to bring you deeper into yourself, deeper into your body. Softening your shoulders, softening your stomach. And as you're doing that, I'm just going to call in your higher self to come in and assist with this, calling in your divine team to surround you with that beautiful golden light. Beautiful. And just see, sense of, or feel them arrive within and around you. Feel, see, sense yourself fully supported by these divine beings and your own divinity, your own divine light. So next, I want you to bring your awareness to that above your head, that 6 to 12 inches above your head. We're going to the soul star, actually beyond the soul star. I want you to see, sense, or feel that light descending down from the heart of source. And it comes all the way down. And actually what I'm being shown is like I'm seeing the light pulling into the soul star. So you have the light from source coming through the center. And you have all these light coming from all around the soul star. And the star is just shining as brightly as possible. It's like you're receiving all the light from all time, space, realities, and dimensions. Take a deep breath in. And from there, allow that light to continue down and drop into your crown and receive that light. Notice your crown open up and shine brighter. Allow that to move down into your third eye. Allowing that light to clear that inner vision so you can see what wants to come through. From there, go ahead and drop it down into your throat, activating that beautiful throat portal so you can know what needs to be expressed through your voice. I want you to take a deep breath in here. Beautiful. And with your exhale, now we're going to drop it into the heart and see that beautiful flower within your heart open up, and the light within just, it's like this radiance around this flower. Your heart chakra fully activated. And now see that light drop down. Drop into your solar plexus. And here, breathe in deeply and let your body settle. Let that breath soften. You don't need to change anything here. Just simply arrive. And bring your awareness to the center of your body, your solar plexus, just above your navel, right where your power lives. And place your hand there if that feels good to you. And begin to breathe slowly and deeply, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. And again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. Now imagine a beautiful soft stream of light that just came down through your head. The same light you've been walking with. The light you've known, received, seen, spoken, and felt. And now watch as that light begins to descend into your solar plexus, gently and naturally, like it was meant to arrive here. And as it enters the space, you may feel warmth, you may feel movement, you may simply be aware. There's no right way here. Just simply notice. Allow that light to settle and notice how it begins to change. It becomes more concentrated, more focused. It's no longer just awareness. This is power. I want you to take in that experience. What does that feel like? I want you to ask yourself this question. What is ready to move in my life? What is ready to move in my life? I don't want you to think about this. Just simply let the answer rise. Let the first thing that comes be enough. Don't question it. Notice what appears, what comes up. Is it a decision, an action, a conversation, the next step? And now breathe into that and feel what happens in your body. Does it expand? Does it feel steady? Does it feel alive? And if there is hesitation, just simply notice that too. No judgment here. Just awareness. You don't need to change anything. The light is doing its work. Take a deep breath in and out. Ormboitia hartea arnai korndo koi tian naranai tiardo koi shit ia mariana tia kordo korian ayatia karnda koia maranai tia takatoko shito mormo nia shoromo toia daria tia karayato ormo ot e ternak are shorum Oretieta akareata korma maranaetia randa aieta orno koe shitiarna etiarana yataetiakat orin ek eranam arnai shitiakarinia. I just saw this vision of it looks like what do I call this? It's like magma moving through the earth. And for some of you, I'm getting that is the case. And perhaps it's the reactivation of the fire within you. Maybe for the longest time, it's been stagnant. It's been, just blocked off. And now the fires begin to emerge through your earth. Very interesting. Keep receiving. I'm being shown another vision of water turning into steam. So for some of you, this center, this fiery center has been more watery than fire. And now the water is being replaced by the true fire, your true fire. I'm getting it. There's so much coming through. There's like, for those of you who are having like digestive issues, something about cold, like that area of your body, when you touch it, it physically feels cold. I'm getting that ignition of the fire again, and that's going to bring balance in that area. So take a deep breath and then simply receive. Let the light do what it needs to do for you. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. Whatever you need is what you will receive. Trust that. Let's begin that self-trust in this moment. As you're receiving the light, you might begin receiving like flashes of imagery or actions that you need to take, or a book that you need to read. You might begin to see or receive something that can really boost you or help this area, this portal within your area. So the physical physical part of this portal within your body. There we go. So pay attention to that. There's no judgment. Don't try to figure it out. Just simply receive what is coming through. Nana naki ato koromotia. Paranai etiara tikiti shurum. Ornoi etiara nakatia tata. Nana nasor moya. Let whatever is coming through be enough. Let it be enough. It is enough. That whatever the action is, whatever is being shown to you, that's exactly what is needed. You don't need to make it more or less. Simply let it be. I'm getting this, and maybe this will apply to most of you. But trust yourself. Trust in yourself is the first step. I'm getting very specifically, this is not for everybody. For some of you, this is your key. Trust in yourself is the first step. And it's the little things that you can trust yourself on. It begins there. So we're not talking about this big thing that you need to trust the process. It's the little things as you're moving through your life, your daily life. Begin to trust yourself on that. Dariana kieta karono ok oshia. Mariana kieta tiarum ot ia. Tarana kiara naitia ok oria. Me shirariat akarara. Randa kieta koshokorum. Normoshitiariat akiat ormo ia. Mea shitiana. Darna shitia. Dariana shitia. Na Yeshurim Ok Ashiram. Receive the light and heal. Receive the light and heal. Receive the light and heal. Morinasitia. Da Yeshurim. And now I'm seeing the light being balanced. I almost want to say like soften, but it's not. It's just like this smoothing process that is happening. Remember, you're wherever you're at, that's where this is working on. So you're not gonna get like a bonfire that burns everything down. That's not gonna do you any good. So there's this balancing and this smoothing that is happening within your center of power, your center of will, your center of momentum, your center of fire and warmth. Take a deep breath in here. And I want you to gently affirm within yourself, I trust what is ready to move. And make sure you place your hand on your stomach as you say this. I trust what is ready to move. I allow my power to guide me. And I take aligned action with clarity and ease. I trust what is ready to move. I allow my power to guide me. And I take aligned action with clarity and ease. I trust what is ready to move. I allow my power to guide me. I take aligned action with clarity and ease. Take a deep breath in and really feel those words land in your body. And now imagine that light in your solar plexus begin to stabilize like a steady golden sun, just present, reliable, and yours. Take a deep breath in here and slowly exhale. And before you open your eyes, I want you to choose one thing, just one clean, aligned action you will take today. Let it be simple, let it be real, and let it be yours. What action will you take today? What is that one action you will take today? Take a deep breath in here. And perhaps you already saw that coming through. Maybe you already landed as your solar plexus was being stabilized and activated. Beautiful. The light has moved through you, and now it moves as you. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome back. Mm. So again, if you haven't caught the other episodes, make sure you go back and get those activated so the light can flow down beautifully as we move through each of the chakra. We stabilize, we clean it up, we bring healing to it, right? Remove whatever might be in the way of it so that the light can flow down easily. So if you've missed that, go ahead and check it out and then come back and listen to this. And again, I wanted to bring through that reflection question. Ask yourself, where in my life am I being asked to move but keep hesitating? And what would it look like to trust myself just enough to take the next step? So thank you for joining me today. And remember this: power is not force, power is clarity in motion. Until next time, from my heart to yours.